We're finally back with a Calamity Death Mode Ranger playthrough, and in the previous episode, you guys missed out because that is a lost episode. I got a lot to talk about as we jump in and get started here. First off, in the previous episode, which again you guys did not see, we killed Crabulon. It was a tough fight, but we did it. What ended up happening was I lost the audio for the video, and I was just gonna. Oh, I tried to recover it, but I couldn't get it back. Sometimes that happens. And then I tried to get just the footage, and because I had the footage, and just show you guys the boss fight and then narrate over it. And then I accidentally deleted that footage. So it's gone. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna refight the boss. I think you guys trust me. I killed it. It's fine. It's fine. We killed it. But yeah, it's been a hot minute, and a lot has happened since we did the last episode. For various reasons. The reason why it's been a hot minute is very complicated, but we're gonna do this first. So we're just gonna pop over. We're gonna pop over and we're gonna kill. I'm using the gun I got from him, and obviously we have the fungicide. Can I kill that? I didn't realize he's home. Oh my goodness, this gun is awesome. We got the fungicide thing. What is it called? This is the fungicide. What's the... Oh, crap. Why am I blanking on the name of our little boy who's following us around, healing us? He's so good. He's like one of my favorite parts of early Calamity. What is his name? Fungal Clump. Oh, my goodness. Came to me. We got it. Don't kill me. You know, I still may die to this. Oh, my goodness. The fact that this weapon is killing... Oh, my goodness. Get off of my booty. The fact that it's killing all of those is insane. I love it. I'm actually shocked at how good that weapon actually is. Heal me up. Oh, that's right. We're playing Calamity. Automatically heals you up. This is the problem. I've played so much Thorium over the last like month that I am just locked in on Thorium now. So I'm back to normal Terraria isms where you're like, oh, I spawn, got no health, and I gotta heal up. It's really annoying when you're like trying to chain pull bosses and you're just trying to get attempts in, but every time you start an attempt and you die, you have to like either use a potion and then wait, or use the nurse to heal back up. It's really annoying, like seriously very annoying. Oh my goodness, not again. Not again. I think killing these things is like kind of ideal for us. I obviously want to kill the boss, but like getting rid of the crap that's actually doing damage to me is pretty good too. I don't remember what weapon exactly it's been a bit, right? I don't remember what weapon exactly I used. I think it was the shell launcher. I think it ended up being the highest damage. Yikes. Use adrenaline, or not adrenaline, rage, rather. Get some of that extra damage in, baby. I keep thinking that he's actually like firing a projectile off of me, but he's not. I cannot get off of him. Oh my goodness. No. That knockback is brutal. Get some of those heals. Kill some of these things. Oh my goodness then. Yikes. Oh, come on. He's so close to dead. He's so close. We did it. Oy, oy, oy. Except now I'm about to be absolutely assaulted by mushrooms. I don't need to kill these things. What am I doing? Let's head back. It's ridiculous. All right, what did we get? Out of that one, we got our gun again. We got that fungal clump to everything else. Okay, that's fine. We could totally... is this a material? It is. Maybe I hold on to one. The shroomer. Nah, I'm just going to hold on to the one I got. We'll sell the rest, I think. Get that money. We're going to need that money as we go. Boom, get rid of that. I have the relic already down over here, so don't need that. We could sell that too. And like I said, feeling pretty confident about that boss fight, even though we weren't using the same weapon. So what else? Now we need to go do the Brain of Cthulhu. But before I do that, it's catch-up time. It's catch-up time, and I don't mean like the condiments. I mean like I got to catch you up on news. So biggest thing that happened was, and I don't remember if this happened right at the end of the previous episode that you guys did see, or if this was in between. I'm pretty sure this was in between. But we got news that my dad's treatments just aren't working. And so, unfortunately, he's made the decision over the last week, actually. So this is a recent development on this part, that he's just going to stay at home. And so he's turned to hospice care, at-home hospice care, and has decided he doesn't want to do the chemo and stuff because it just makes him feel gross. And you know what? I respect that. Because, when you're having a situation where he is having to constantly go out to appointments every single day, you already feel like garbage. And then they tell you like, well, the treatments aren't really doing anything. Radiation helped some hip pain that he was having, and that's about it. Then it's like, okay, well, what's the point of continuing? Which is really sad. But I've had about a month to process that, and it's like, I've had my chance to be like, this is what's happening. This is the reality of the situation. And I've come to peace with that. And now whatever his decision is in the end is his decision. And that's what he's decided. And again, I respect that. And it sucks, but it is what it is. Now, on top of that, I had a much needed vacation, as you could expect. I think I talked about this in a previous episode, but we had planned to go to Disney World with two of the kids. Our youngest, which is my toddler, and the youngest out of the three bonus kids that I have, my stepkids. So we took my 3-year-old and our 8-year-old. We went to Disney World. We stayed at the Art of Animation in the Little Mermaid rooms, which is perfect because they love the Little Mermaid. We bought them mermaid dresses. I got a shirt that said Undercover Mermaid, right? We went all in, and we got year passes, so we can return anytime we want, constantly over the next year. We plan to. So we went right as a hurricane was coming through. It was mostly a tropical storm, but then it upgraded to a hurricane briefly and then went back down to a tropical storm. We got down there on a Sunday afternoon as the storm was slowing down and like kind of starting to churn on the area. It wasn't like completely covering Orlando, but it was pretty close. And what we did is we hit the rain as soon as we got down, but it kind of let up in the night. And so we went to Disney Springs, which is like their little shopping area. We ate at the Rainforest Cafe. It was fantastic. But then we woke up bright and early Monday morning because we're staying at a Disney resort. You get 30 minutes early access to the parks. So we got to the park as soon as it opened. We got to Epcot as soon as it opened at 8:30, and it started dumping rain, like full on tropical storm. One of the bands got to us as soon as we got there. And within 15 minutes, our shoes were absolutely soaked. Like, we came prepared. We had ponchos. We live in Florida, right? We're used to heavy rain. We came with ponchos, umbrellas, and all that. But as we're walking, because we couldn't take the Skyliner, which is like this cool thing. I should probably be farming while I'm doing this, but one thing at a time. I got to catch you guys up. It's been a bit. Let's catch you guys up. Brain of Cthulhu as well. Damn, where do I gotta go for that? Where's our crimson? It's over here. Should I get some bombs? Let's make some sticky bombs while we're at it. So we are on our way over to the France area. Because in Epcot you have like a bunch of different nationality areas, and France is way in the back. And if you take the Skyliner, which is like this gondola from one of the resorts, it puts you right at the back entrance, and then you can get in and go straight to the France area. Why do we want to do that? Well, Ratatouille is one of the most popular rides there, and we wanted just to get it done and out of the way, which is why we got there early. But we're on our way over there, and everybody's phone around us, everybody's like cruising. We're like trying to get cover. We're like taking small breaks. Like, we'll go, 200 yards, 300 yards, stop, and then wait under like a thing and kind of catch our breaths because it's like this rain is insane. Like, it was some of the worst rain I've ever been in. And everybody around us, everybody's phone starts going off as a warning. Got a tornado warning. So it's like, crap. So, okay, cover. Let's go find some cover just in case. And sure enough, we hang out for a minute and we're like, you know what? I think we just need, because like we were in like a cabana. It was really bad. It was not covered at all. We're like, we just need to get to the France area. So we did. We booked it over there. We found some cover. They had like a, what is it called? It's like the Visions of France. It's like this cool like panoramic video thing that you can watch, which is inside of a theater. And so we decided to do that while the rain was downpouring. And while we were doing that, we were in virtual queue for Ratatouille. So by the time we got out, we got to just jump right on Ratatouille, and it was amazing. We skipped the rain, and the rest of the day was beautiful. And my freaking toddler loved it. Loved all of the rides, loved everything about Epcot. But she started not feeling well. Like, you know, noon, you know, which is not ideal. We're like, oh no, what's going on? And she started getting a fever. It's like, she was having so much fun. So we weren't going to like stop her. Do I have anything to stop the rain? Do I have a, where is he at? Now, I don't know if I have one of the Fargo's dudes. Well, maybe they're over there. I gotta get the frost pylon. I did buy the ocean pylon, by the way. I'd set that up in the previous episode. Figured I'd mention that. So we decided at about noon, like, you know what? Let's just take a break, right? So my wife and the 8-year-old went on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which apparently was fantastic. I haven't gone on it yet, but they loved it. And we decided after that, we were just going to go back to the hotel. So we did, and let our toddler sleep. And we all took like a 2.5-hour nap. It was great. And then instead of going back to Epcot, because we kind of did everything at Epcot during that time, it was really nice. We went to Magic Kingdom, which is like the main Disney park, for the rest of the evening. Did the fireworks, did all that, did Haunted Mansion and Jungle Cruise, and my toddler freaking loved the Little Mermaid ride. It was just great. Excuse me, my throat's giving out. And then we ended the night going back to the hotel, going to bed as quickly as we could. Oh, I need platforms. Can I make platforms? No, I'm gonna have to come back here. All right, let's prep with this. I'm gonna blow up at least one of these. I believe I've already blown up one somewhere. Maybe not. Pretty sure I have. Man, that's a really long time on that. Let's dump this in and get ourselves some platforms. Basically, we're gonna get this all set up, and then I got 42. That's not bad. Can I do like 100? That should be more than enough. I'm gonna get this all set up, and then we're gonna do Brain of Cthulhu in the next episode. That's kind of how I'm doing this. We're just gonna kind of catch up and talk in this one. So yeah, we woke up the next morning to also go back to Magic Kingdom, which we were there all day for. We ended up going back to the hotel briefly, but we didn't take a nap this time. And I got to go on the Tron ride, which is like this really cool roller coaster. It was freaking phenomenal. I went on that with our 8-year-old. She loved it. It was fantastic. The kids wanted to go back on like Haunted Mansion like 3 or 4 different times, so we did that. My toddler wanted to go on the Little Mermaid ride like a bunch. So we basically stayed all day there. And then in the evening, decided, you know what? Let's go to Hollywood Studios, which I regret not going more to Hollywood Studios during this particular trip because it's phenomenal. We made it a point to go on Rise of the Resistance, and so we did. That is a mind-blowing experience as a Star Wars fan. It was so good. You have no idea. I'm never gonna spoil it for anybody. That's how good it is. Like, I can't even discuss particulars about the ride, but I will say, you know, without spoiling anything, it is like being in a movie. And the queue that you're waiting in, which when we were there really wasn't a queue. We walked up and started the experience like right away. But the queue is part of the ride. It's all immersive. And even the cast members, what they call the people who work at Disney, were all in on it. You know, they were all playing characters. They were playing Imperial agents, or not Imperial agents, but what's the First Order people. They were playing I keep wanting to say rebels. I don't know why my brain's going all over the place with Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean? It was awesome. And so, like, even when they're like getting you on the ride and everything, it's part of the experience. You're like in a Star Wars movie. It is so good. You have to go on Rise of the Resistance if you ever get a chance. Great ride. We did the Mickey ride. That one was really fun. It's like Mickey's Runaway Railway or something like that. Absolutely phenomenal experience. My toddler loved it. I loved it. It was great. They used a lot of the same ride tech that they do as in Rise of the Resistance. We bought some Wookiee cookies, which are phenomenally good. It's kind of like 2 oatmeal. Okay, what do they call them in the U.S.? I don't remember. It's like a whoopie pie or something like that. I think it's technically the name for it in the U.S. But it's 2 oatmeal cookies with like cream in between it. It's really yummy. Really yummy. We've got Little Debbie brand of them that are really good, but yeah, this Wookiee cookie is freaking huge, and it's got like Chewbacca's ammo strap across his chest. It's really cool. We bought one of those. Yeah, it was good. Very yummy. Would recommend if you ever go to Hollywood Studios. What else? I think that basically catches you up on my Disney trip. And the next morning, we had to get back like in the afternoon. It's about 2.5 hour drive back home, 2 to 2.5 hours depending on traffic. And we decided to go to Epcot one last time because the girls wanted to go back on Ratatouille. So we did that. We took the Skyliner in the back. We went on Ratatouille and then we went home. It was great. It was like such a well-needed vacation. Okay, I think I got this all built. I think we're good. The only thing I'm going to do here is put a couple blocks down just to block that so I don't run into it constantly during the fight. I think that's a good way to do that. Cool. Because I can't seem to break those. Maybe I go get more bombs. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's see here. Sticky. Yeah, I can still only make sticky dynamite. Maybe that's not a bad thing, though. Maybe I just make more sticky dynamite. I think that's a better way to do it. Let's actually make like a proper arena there. And then we'll go with more platforms. Boom, boom. Anyways, yeah, that vacation was so well needed. I got back and I was incredibly motivated. And I just got started with work and everything. Started diving in, got a bunch of stuff done. And it had been pretty good. And then that was when it was like a week later after our vacation that my dad decided to do hospice. And so that kind of brought the mood down a bit, but we're carrying on. Yeah. And at this point, I'm back to doing a bunch of work and I'm enjoying it. But with all of that, like bad mood stuff, honestly, and the kids being a bit of a butt during that week, they've now restarted school, which is phenomenal. Oh my goodness, having them just gone in the mornings while they're at school is completely game changing for my mental fortitude. But yeah, I just had a hard time getting back into this, and I would try. I like recorded 2 different versions of what you're seeing now. But, although I didn't I didn't make it to the killing the Crabulon part because I talked first and then I was like, no, I don't want to do this. So now it's back and this will continue on. So 3 episodes a week like I promised. And then from there, we're just going to finish up this series, I think. Got a lot going on the channel in case you've missed my recent video talking about Star Wars, what's it called? Outlaws. Whether or not I'm going to do it, I'm still kind of undecided on it, but the poll that I put up is pretty positive, so I may end up playing through Star Wars Outlaws, but then they announced Dragon Age Veilguard comes out right at the end of October on the 31st, and so I'm going to have like 2 double whammies there. And so Hades is going to take a back seat at the moment because we're waiting for a big major update from them. Probably won't be until later this year. And I'm kind of at like a weird stopping point anyways, where I've got most of the upgrades and we're prepped to go into the next the next patch, and I'm pretty happy about that. But there might be just a handful more episodes as we kind of clean up any side things that we needed to do. But yeah, 3 episodes this week, as you guys would expect. It's going to continue being members only until the till the series releases publicly. But if you're watching this in the future, welcome. Glad you're here. You don't understand why there was this weird gap between the 2 episodes, but there was a significant gap. It was at least a few weeks, I think. Might have been more than that. It's look, as I saw on Reddit on a political post regarding the US presidential election news over the last month, someone said, man, the last 27 days have been the longest 3 years of my life. It's like, I feel that. That is exactly how I feel, and that is a perfect way for me to express to you guys how it has felt for me for the last month at the very least. But yeah, thank you for continuing supporting. We'll come back, we'll kill the Brain of Cthulhu, and then we'll move on to Hive Mind, maybe? That seems kind of strange to just go from there, or I guess it would be Perforators. Go from there straight to Perforators, but I'm hoping we have enough power to do that.